Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. Here, we're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday, and March Madness is in full swing. And we actually had some madness this year, which was pretty cool. Last year was, I don't want to say devoid of madness, but it was. But anyway, we're going to talk about all the games that happened and possibly what the games that are coming on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever the schedule is. I guess I should have looked at that before starting the podcast, but I will say hello to the gents first, and then we'll go over records. Chris, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, first weekend of March Madness, the best sporting weekend of the year in the books. I would say the first day, like Thursday alone, was better than the entire first weekend last year in terms of like not even just upsets, but which we had a couple, but just good games. Because it felt like every game last year was a blowout. Even the one like upset with McNeese over Clemson, McNeese beat the shit out of them. So it was never like madness. So, but yeah, great first day. Great. I won't say great first weekend. Very solid first weekend. Yeah, it was great. I was up 1 unit, I believe, total on the weekend, which when you're going through a gauntlet like that, you'll take it. So, but yeah, I hate this this 4 day stretch after the first weekend of the tournament is maybe the worst 4 days of the sporting calendar because you're just, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Overall, doing good. Yeah, Sean, how you doing?
Yeah, I saw you were betting on some hockey tonight, so it's pretty low.
Shout out,
Of-
shout
of-
out, Trend Center.
yeah, usually don't bet hockey unless there's nothing else going on. No offense to hockey at all, but it's just kind of
Yeah, I mean,
the
yeah.
rule. I'm doing all right. My madness was pretty uneventful, pretty terrible. Um, I'll just go into records now. I went 5-3 on Thursday. Then Friday, I went 1-8.
Oh,
Yeah. And then on Sunday or Saturday, I only had two bets and I went 0-2. Then I went to the Preds game and bet Preds money line and Stamkos goal. So I got some money out of that. And then live bet Texas money line like plus 240. That one. That was
All
cool.
right.
About it, but yeah, Sunday I think was like 3-4. Not great, but okay, passable. But yeah, how did y'all do?
so I threw a bet on every single game, just a quarter unit, uh, you know, just to feel something, just to have some action on on every game, essentially. Um, care a little bit about each game. Thursday I went 7-9. Friday I went 8-8, and then Saturday I went 5-3, and Sunday I went 4-3-0, which brings it to 24-20-1. No, wait, Sunday was 4-3-1, so it's 24-20-1. Um, so I'm up, not too bad. Um, it took pretty roundabout way of going up like a unit maybe, but we're here, we're kicking, and we're still alive. But I guess I got the ESPN app here pulled up. Let me just talk through some of these games here. So the first game, TCU Ohio State. I can't hear you, Sean.
Oh, my bad.
If you're
I was
trying to
going to
talk
ask
to me.
what Chris's record was.
I don't know. I couldn't find my exact record because was just throwing like half unit plays out a lot. But overall, when I was checking Pickett right now, overall went up 1 unit on Thursday through Sunday. So
Okay,
not much, but we'll take
better
it.
than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right in that boat, Chris. But the first game, which actually broke, busted, I believe 58% of the brackets, which was TCU, Ohio State, and I had Ohio State. Obviously, that didn't happen. So I don't know, but that game, pretty good game for game one. Honestly, an eight and a
Yeah,
nine
it was
can
great.
sometimes be a little bit of a toss up, but hey, pretty good basketball. Not too bad. TCU with the upset, I guess, you know, whatever you want to call it. And then I think the second game, I think everyone in our group chat had Troy, and that didn't work out.
Oof. They
Uh,
they had some life there in the beginning. They were shooting pretty well, but yeah, after about 7 minutes, they were dead as a doornail.
yeah, I'll just skip around here. I'm not going to go through every game. High Point beat Wisconsin. That was uh that was crazy. I think I had a High Point plus 10 on that one. And man, that was crazy. I just wanted him to keep it close. I didn't think that they would actually pull that off.
I had Wisconsin minus 10.5. And once I knew they weren't going to cover, I was like, fuck it. Let's go High Point. Because Wisconsin was up by like 8 or maybe even 10 with like 6 minutes left. 8 minutes, 6 minutes left. I was like, oh, okay, we can actually get this cover. And they started choking. I was like, all right, I want High Point just to win outright at this point. And
Hmm.
they did. And it was awesome. And I don't know if y'all saw this, but the guy who hit that like layup that was essentially clinched it, that was his first 2 point shot of the year.
Yeah,
I did see that. Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
this year's Jack Golke.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, uh, what is it? Winners are made in March, something like that.
Something like that.
That's not applicable here. Anyway,
I mean, they won.
stars are made in March. I don't know. Maybe I just pulled that out of my ass. Who's to say? But yeah, that was crazy. He just knocks down threes. He never, not a paint guy. Not a paint guy. And then Sienna felt like there for a minute that they were going to beat Duke, which I had Duke minus 35, something like that. And I was like, you know what? If Sienna wins this, it's fine. You know?
That was that was my first brutal beat of the tournament. I had under 135.5 and a live bet Duke minus 6.5 at halftime. I don't remember the exact final score, but
65-71.
yes. So if you can do some quick math, that is Duke winning by 6 and 136 total points.
Yeah.
So
I had the
double nut, just a kick to each nut. That was brutal.
I had the over in that one. That was a miracle. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I had stopped really paying attention to the total because it was cruising at halftime. So I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna live bet Duke. Let's try to salvage this. And then towards the end, I was like, shit, nobody's making any shots. Like this under has life, and then nobody scored. Like that's like 5 minutes, and then yes, Sienna backdoored it. It was awful.
Mm-hmm. Let's see any other notable ones. I mean, it felt like we were all kind of on Arkansas, but like the feel was like the under was the play just because Hawaii's type of defense that they play, but it was also kind of like, hey man, this is it. This is like a real deal team. Like They're going to make some baskets here. So, and that game ended 97-78. So like I feel I don't know if you guys took the under, but it definitely went over.
I had Arkansas minus like what 17 and a half or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
I had that as well.
Don't remember what I might not have had anything.
And then VCU upset North Carolina. I think we were all kind of on VCU.
But what a collapse by North Carolina.
Yeah, that was.
They just fell apart.
They even said it like on the broadcast when VCU didn't even really go on a run. I think it was like a 5-0 run or something like that to cut it to 15. The commentators like, no, North Carolina, they've had a couple big blown leads in the second half. And I think North Carolina scored like 6 points after that in regulation.
Dude, this is March.
That game rocked.
That was a this is March moment.
Yeah.
The this is March moment of the day. I mean, next notable game, I mean, the next upset was Texas beats BYU. Texas had to win a separate game just to get in the tournament. And I know I had that in my bracket. I mean, it was already busted at this point as soon as Ohio State went out, but um, you know, me and half of America. Um, but yeah, I don't really think I watched that game. Or I didn't pay too close attention because it was on the quad box and I think something else was happening. Oh, the Predators scored. I also took the Predators today, Chris,
Let's go.
because I saw a stat that we had beaten the Sharks in the last 13 straight meetings. And I was like, oh,
I saw something on the Trend Center about it. That might have been it, honestly. I don't remember the exact stat, but it was on some hell of a streak.
yeah,
Big game. Big game, too.
yes, very big game. St. Louis, I mean, I guess they upset Georgia in an 8-9 team, but it's like I've never even heard of St. Louis College.
I mean, they beat the fuck out of them.
Yes, they did.
They could not stop. Every shot they just chucked up. It seemed like it was no doubt. It was. I bet St. Louis, and I was hesitant about it. I was like, Georgia's good offense. St. Louis, they never really played this kind of team before. I mean, it was just a blitzkrieg.
This is March.
Shout out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Finally got his March moment. That was awesome.
Rest in
Oh,
peace.
yeah.
He's out of the tournament now.
Oh.
We'll never see him play college ball again.
We'll never see him again. R.I.P.
I was like, I'm pretty sure both he and the actual Kareem are both still alive.
I just kind of like saying R.I.P. to people that are just gone. It's like
just not on my television for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. It's like at your bachelor party. We were talking about this play that Logan Ryan did, and I was just like R.I.P. And Josh was like, pretty sure he's still alive. I'm like, he is.
Oh, he's alive and well.
Yeah.
Moving on to Friday. You guys watched the Santa Clara, Kentucky game, right?
I fortunately missed the second half. We had to take care of some wedding shit, so we left around halftime. And very thankful that I did not see that. I was keeping up with the game cast, but very thankful I did not see that live because I would have lost. I would have died.
I was working from home and I took Kentucky -3. And then they hit the 3 to tie it up, and then they went to overtime and they won by 5. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Once I saw
there's so much madness.
Once it went to overtime, I was like, yeah, because I just had Santa Clara plus 3.5, or it was 3.5. Once it went overtime, I was like, they don't have a fucking chance. Kentucky's gonna cover.
Yeah,
right.
I got home from work, took Bandit to the dog park, was watching it on my phone while throwing the ball. And when it went to overtime, I was like, we're cooked. That's it. Because I had Santa Clara money line, and I was like, it's done. This is where the dogs go to die.
Yep.
And I was not surprised at all by the outcome. But they made some really dumb mistakes in overtime, too. Fuck.
Yeah. I was we went into pay for our like tables and chairs and shit for the wedding. And I was away from my phone or wasn't looking at it for 10, 15 minutes. I we got out of the car. Santa Clara was looking good. Akron plus 7.5. They were keeping it close. It was awesome. Got back in the car, saw what happened in Kentucky, Santa Clara, and then Akron was losing by like 20. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, this was my 1-in-8 day. So as soon as the Santa Clara game ended, I was like, today's gonna be bad. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
And then it proceeded to not be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also had Akron, and because I think I was just riding everyone because everyone had Akron. That didn't work out, but that's all right. Notable things from Friday: Iowa State beat the shit out of Tennessee State.
Their second best player is hurt too. He didn't play against Kentucky, and I don't think he's gonna play against Tennessee, but we'll see. That really was a kick in the nuts for my future.
Damn. Well, what has he got?
I think ankle sprain or something with his ankle. It's not a high ankle sprain, so he's not like officially done. But he was in like one of those like scooter things that you like when you put your knee on. He was in that for the Kentucky game. So
Yikes.
yeah. Selfishly, kind of hope he doesn't play against Tennessee, but I think we have much of a chance anyway, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Utah State beat Villanova. That's kind of an upset.
That was a fun game.
Yeah. Iowa beat Clemson. That's another 9-8, but still, that game was close. Florida beat the fuck out of Prairie View. Beat them by over 60 points.
Yeah.
I saw that was the second biggest like blowout in tournament history. So afterwards, I don't have the list in front of me, but I looked it up after. The third biggest blowout was, I think it was Kansas beat Prairie View back in like the late 90s, early 2000s by like 58. So Prairie View has made the tournament 3 times. 2 of them have been 2 of the biggest blowouts in tournament history.
Damn.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Well,
real quick, shout out UCF plus 5.5 backdoor cover.
Oh, yeah.
Only one of the day. Only one of the day. Got to shout it out.
Yeah, I also had UCF there. Man, that was a sweat. Nothing really else notable. I mean, I guess Miami beat Missouri. It's a 7-10, so that was an upset. I think I had Miami in that one as well. That's basically it for Friday. Then
Yeah, Friday was
Saturday-
boring.
Yeah, Friday.
Other than the Kentucky game, everything after that was. I mean, Utah State Villanova was entertaining, but like, I don't know. It wasn't like, holy shit, this is amazing. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Saturday, I mean, Michigan State. I mean, they beat Louisville. Michigan beat St. Louis. Pretty straightforward there. Anything else happen on Saturday that's of note? Texas beat Gonzaga. I think I
That
had
was
that
awesome.
in my bracket as well.
I didn't have in my bracket, but I bet Texas plus whatever they were. I put the on spread.
I think I had Texas on that one as well. Predator scored again.
Matthew Wood.
I was really hoping that that High Point would keep it close against Arkansas, and I mean they
did for
lost.
The most part.
I think the spread was like 12. I think they did cover.
I think they lost by single digits.
Yeah.
I think
88
might have got away from. Yeah,
that's single digits, right?
Yeah, 6.
There it is.
That's
almost a single digit.
Yeah, true. Did you see the end of the Vanderbilt Nebraska game?
Yes. Game of the tournament.
Holy shit.
that was another. I mean, it's always a good day when Vanderbilt loses at anything, but that
Two,
that would have cashed the over if that would have
yeah,
gone.
but to hit like every single side of the rim is a circle. To hit
Yeah,
everything but go in the net is so. Oh God,
he had on a.
I had Vandy going to the Elite Eight, so that
Ooh,
sucked.
I don't know if you saw on Twitter somebody posted like this isn't even the first time that's happened to them this season, and it was the same guy shot against Missouri, shot from pretty much the exact same spot on the court, and it rimmed out. It's rough.
Jesus,
Brutal, absolutely brutal.
that is brutal. I mean, that's it for Saturday. Sunday, Iowa State beat Kentucky. Purdue beat Miami. St. John's beat Kansas by 2. I don't think they covered though.
They did not.
No, they did not because it was minus 3.5. Um,
That made me sad.
yes, but I saw a side by side thing. It was the Kansas or the St. John's winner with that layup, and it was like the layup was crazy because he almost went like just the angle he took was crazy, and the picture of it, the ball looked like it was like slipping away from him. I don't really know how he got control over it, but it's a picture of that side by side with the Vandy buzzer beater, like or almost buzzer beater. And it was literally that ball like halfway in the basket, and then the St. John's guy almost losing the ball out of bounds. And it was like the one on the right went in, the one on the left did not.
Damn.
Yeah, nuts.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Um, I guess the most notable thing that happened on Sunday was Iowa upsetting Florida. That was I did not have that. I did not see that coming when he hit that last shot and like Florida had like 2 seconds to score. I was like, this has
Yeah,
got to be
and
it.
one of the worst like game winning potential game winning possessions I think I've ever seen. The Florida point guard just dribbled it under the basket and then just
Mm,
turned it over.
yeah, that's not a good look.
Real quick about this game, Ben McCollum, the new Iowa coach. Are you familiar with his overall career resume?
No.
The guy just wins fucking basketball games. It's crazy. I found the tweet because I wanted to bring it up. Um, this is since 2017, like his um tournament or postseason success. So 2017 D2 national champion. 2018 lost in the first round of the D2 tournament. 19 D2 national champion. 20 canceled. 21 D2 national champion. 22 D2 national champion. 23 D2 second round. 20 or 24 D2 Sweet 16. Uh, Last year round of 32 when they beat Missouri, when Drake beat Missouri in the first round, and then this year Sweet 16.
Good God.
He has not lost more than 5 games in a season in that span.
What the?
That's
Wow. What team was he on in D2?
I was some directional Missouri school. Let me find out.
Directional
Like
Missouri school.
Southwest Missouri or some shit like that.
Interesting. Hmm. Good for that guy.
Northwest Missouri State. And then was at Drake for a year. And then now at Iowa.
All right.
Guy just wins basketball games. It's fucking crazy.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
And then basically all the other favorites won on Sunday. So moving on to Thursday. I mean, like let's just do like a quick little glance over, see what we like here. Um, First game on Thursday is Texas Purdue. Looks like Purdue's favored by 7.5, and the total is 148.5. Hmm. I just this just feels like this is where Texas's kind of story ends for me. just because, I mean, 11 seeds don't get here quite too often. And there's kind of a reason why. But they've sort of been playing above their level there. And normally that hits the wall at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I really want them to win this game, but I tend to agree with you. I really don't know to the spread because Purdue's been playing some fantastic defense lately. So I really don't know what to do. I really want Texas to keep it close. I might just bet 6.5 out of emotional support, but or 7.5, whatever it is. I just a 15-point win from Purdue would not shock me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is where the big guns show up. Sean, do you have any insight on this game, or
Kind of like this over.
that could be it? That could be something.
148.5.
In Texas,
nice. That's a nice medium number.
Last 3 results result in 3-0 on the over.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting. I might just do that. But Predator scored again.
Roman
Let's go. The next game, Iowa versus Nebraska. Just a bunch of corn eaters. Nebraska's favored by 1.5. Total is 132. I see this and I want to take the under. Just because it feels like Iowa's pace is really slow and they're very comfortable. It feels like if Iowa plays, if they can get Nebraska to play Iowa's game, then Iowa's definitely going to come out on top. But also, like the first half of that last Nebraska game for playing Vandy, that first half of that game was incredible. Like both sides were just draining threes the whole time. So I don't know. I'm leaning under, but based on our on Chris's analysis of this Iowa coach, I'm like, 1.5. Interesting. Might
I
just
do
take
have
money line.
some more just hard hitting analysis that you're not really going to get anywhere else. I'm Iowa money line. One, because Ben McCollum's a G. Two, are you aware of the Twitter account Hawkeye Insano?
No.
No.
So before the Florida game, he had an infamous if Iowa beats Florida in this game, I will shove a burrito up my ass.
Oh.
Iowa beat Florida, and Hawkeye Insano is a man of his word. It was a rather,
Really?
Was that last year?
No, that was Kansas State football.
Is this the same guy?
No, I surely hope not.
What's his username again?
Hawkeye,
for no particular reason.
Hawkeye Insano. And he did it, and it's from that, like his profile picture is Captain Insano from Waterboy Big Show.
Yes,
but he did it, and it was a rather large burrito. So out of solidarity, it's Iowa money line. Also, some actual analysis. I don't hate that under. They met in the regular season twice. One went to overtime, so the total was inflated. The one that ended in regulation, I think the score was like 55-52 or something like that. Ooh. So, yeah, this game is probably going to be boring to watch, but at least from a points perspective. But it's Iowa money line for me.
So is there a video of this dude shoving a burrito up his ass?
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. You don't see everything, but
okay,
it's him like front facing, and takes the burrito out, he shoves it in his pants, and he shows you that there's a burrito sticking out the crack.
Oh.
Yep,
it's a pretty big burrito too.
Yeah, chicken, black beans, corn, rice, sour cream, and cheese.
Can't put hot sauce in there.
No, that'd be bad. I was also thinking Iowa money line before this, but now I'm just kind of all in.
How do you not at this point?
Yeah.
He did that for nothing.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that.
We don't.
But he did. Yeah.
Well, he did have to. If they would have been cursed if he didn't,
Yeah.
because
Oh, true.
remember the
Yeah.
Florida State fan, he was like, if we beat whoever that was a couple years ago, it's like we win this game, I'm going to eat a solo cup full of dog shit, and they won, and he didn't do it, and I think they won 2 games the rest of the season.
I can't believe X is free. I
Right.
can't believe Twitter is free.
Preds just scored again. Luke
Free
Evangelista.
entertainment.
All right, let's go.
Well, next game, Arkansas, Arizona.
How do we even move on from this?
I don't know, bro. Arkansas versus, I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, the total is 166.5. I think I just might have to bet that over. Like,
I agree.
I feel like
Yeah,
both offenses are
kinda
just
like that too.
clicking right now, dude.
Arkansas just does not play defense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Arizona is is one of the most talented rosters in the country. Arizona or Arkansas, pretty damn close second, if not maybe on par. So, yeah, I like that over.
Mm-hmm. And then Illinois versus Houston. Houston minus 3.5, totals 140.5. This one's interesting. I feel like Houston. What was Houston's last matchup? How did that go?
They beat the shit out of A&M, Texas A&M.
Yeah, they did. And then Illinois' last matchup. I mean, they beat the shit out of VCU. So,
I'm taking Houston. Great defense. Illinois, really prolific offense, but if their shots aren't falling, it can get kind of ugly. So I'm taking Houston minus 3.5.
I think that's probably the way to go there.
Mhm.
All right. That's Thursday. And then Friday starts off with Duke and St. John's. Duke minus 6.5, totals 141.5. This is tough because like it's kind of a big number for the tournament. It's a 5 seed, but also like St. John's been playing really good basketball, and Duke has just like it's really weird because like after the Siena game, like they cleaned up whoever they fucking faced in the next round. So it's like
I mean, that was a 3-point game at half, the TCU game in the second round. So it's like they've really only played one really good half of basketball this whole tournament. I like the under personally. I think Duke, really good defense. They played a snail's pace. St. John's, solid defense. They want to run, but they are capable of playing a slow game. We saw against Kansas. I think I might sprinkle St. John's money line, but I think full unit would be under 141.5.
I might have to ponder
I
on this
concur.
one.
Yeah. I like
have
that.
to
I was looking
ponder
at that
the
under and I
orb.
was like, kind of like that.
Plus, they're going to new arenas now, so you kind of get like you get the kind of like the shooters slump in the at least first half of some of these games where they're not used to this kind of like the backdrop of a new arena, so it kind of throws them off. St. John's is not a particularly great shooting team anyway. Duke is fine, but yeah. So I like the under.
All right, and then Alabama, Michigan favored by 9.5. Total is 174.5. Damn, that's pretty high. Man,
I kind of like Bama plus 10. That's so many fucking points.
That's so many
a lot
points.
of points.
And I mean, they just beat the living shit out of Texas Tech. I mean,
Yeah.
once Bama, I know some time off, it's hard to kind of keep that kind of offensive flow going. But when Bama gets in that kind of zone, I mean, good luck.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of Hofstra too. I know that's like
Yeah. And Hofstra,
nobody, but
Hofstra
not
kept
Michigan.
kept it a game for most of the first half and a little bit into the second half. And then Alabama was like, you know what? We're just going to start making our shots and beat them by like 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan, like, they are a very good team. They're not a particularly great 3-point shooting team. So Bama is just draining them. it might be hard. I know Alabama plays like no defense, but if Michigan starts forcing shots, I mean, that might be another money line sprinkle. If I'm being honest, just because if they're just going to be that hot again, they can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll see. I like Bama plus to cover, though, for sure.
I do too.
That's
big
the
number.
largest spread all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Then
In the
next
Sweet
game,
16?
these guys play basketball too.
No.
They're a 4 seed.
They're a 4
very
seed.
good team.
I know. That's what's so crazy to me. It's like a 4 seed
St.
is
Pete or anything.
a 4 seed is 10-point dogs.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Michigan's not, I mean, they're very good, don't get me wrong, but like in terms of like an elite team, their offense can kind of go stagnant at times. I like Alabama to keep it single digits, honestly.
Yeah, I think Michigan can win this whole damn thing, but I think Bama can stay right there with them.
Mm-hmm. Michigan, I know they ended up pulling away big late, but I mean, Michigan had their hands full with Howard like for a little bit over a half of the game. So, yeah. I mean, I know you're going to play Alabama way differently than you're going to play Howard, but it's still like they can let teams get hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
Might ponder that one a little bit. No, I'm probably going to end up taking Alabama. Okay, moving on to the next game. We got Michigan State playing UConn. UConn is favored by 1.5. Total is 136.5. I don't know.
This one's a head scratcher for me.
I think I like Michigan State. UConn has not played great in the tournament so far. I mean, Furman covered against them. UCLA gave them a game. Didn't get a chance to talk about it when we were going over the first round games. UCLA is on my shit list. What a just pitiful display of offense in that second half. That over was fucking cruising. I think at one point I looked at what the live line was. I had over 135.5, 136.5. I think one time the live line was like 45, 46.5. It's like, okay, we're cruising. Let's just keep it up. We're fine. UCLA hit a mid-range jumper at 7:23 left in the second half to make it a 58-54 game. So at that point, I needed 25 points in 7.5 minutes to hit this over. UCLA scored 3 points the rest of the basketball game.
Man.
Unreal.
3. Fucking pitiful. Like, I know UConn's great defense, but 3 points? I mean, fuck UCLA. Fuck Mick Cronin's just a crybaby bitch. I hate everything about UCLA. Their brand of basketball is disgusting. They don't play offense. It's just, ugh. And the fact that they're able to give UConn a game for most of that, for almost up until the last 7.5 minutes, I don't know. I like Michigan State. They're not going to just stop scoring, especially for 7.5 minutes. So I like Michigan State. I think they're as underrated as a Tom Izzo coach team can get, I guess, just because they don't really have any standout like stars. Jeremiah Fears is great, but other than that, nah. I like Michigan State. I think they win this game.
Okay.
My thought is just like, when does the Izzo magic run out? Because it always does eventually. So I don't know. I feel like UConn could put up a fight on this one. But I don't know. This one's a head scratcher. You'll check the X for this one for me.
They play very similar styles, so I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking Michigan State. I think I don't even know if you really need Izzo magic. I think this team is just kind of on par. UConn took advantage of a very bad Big East to kind of inflate their record. I mean, they played a very tough non-con. I'll give them that, but I don't know. I like Michigan State.
Okay, there it is. I might check with our friends over at the Trend Center app, which you can actually use the code TFTM at checkout to get 15% off a premium membership. I actually used the Trend Center app for like 90% of my bets,
Hell yeah.
and it worked out.
Used it Monday night for Blazers Nets over 217.5. Cruised, won by like 20.
Dude, let's go. And we're using it today with the Preds money line. They're up 5-1. I think it's still the first period. Am I incorrect? Yes, it's still the
You'd
first
be
period. Damn.
Oh shit! Brady Shea actually did something
Yes. He
crazy.
did.
Nuts.
Good for that guy. But right, check out the Trend Center app, obviously. All right, then the next game, the last game on Friday. Then we won't know the matchups until after the Thursday Friday games for Saturday Sunday, or is that next week? Is the
No,
Final Four
it's
next week or
well, the Elite Eight is after this, but
the
yeah.
Elite Eight? Sorry.
And then yeah, Final Four is next Saturday, and then off day Sunday, national championship Monday.
All right, there it is. But the next game, speaking of coaching magic running out, we have the Tennessee Volunteers versus the Iowa State Cyclones. Iowa State is favored by 4.5. Apparently, they have a guy on their team that's injured. Could bode well for the Volunteers. The total is at 138.5. This is a tough one. I might see about a total here, but also I don't know. This might be a ponderant, a thinker for me on this one, because the Rick Barnes magic is it's overdue. This year, if we're calling a spade, and I'll let you give the breakdown here, Chris.
I mean, fourth straight Sweet 16. I don't know if it's overdue, but the last few years, I remember what was this 3 years ago when we played Duke in the Sweet 16. At least I think it was Sweet 16. Or it might have been round of 32. Anyway, we played Duke, and it was like, okay, we're done. It's Duke. We have no business winning this game. That team, that Vols team was pretty good, but it wasn't on Duke's level. And we just went out there and played bully ball for 40 minutes, and we won outright. This kind of reminds me of that, where it's like I would say we have no business contending with Iowa State. It's only a 4.5 point spread, but the way Tennessee can look in the second half at times is just flat out disgusting. Saw it in the Virginia game, up by 8, I believe it was, and then the last 7.5 minutes start pissing down our legs, bad turnovers. Nate Amon has been a ghost the last 2 games. Last 3 games really. But it does remind me of that Duke game where it's like we don't have any business competing with this team. But if we can just go out there, be physical, I would say it's a very physical team too. Not trying to say we can just flat out run them over, but if we win this game, it wouldn't be like oh my God, how did this happen? It'd just be like, yeah, it's a big upset, but I'm not like shocked because Rick Barnes occasionally can just pull one out of his ass. So depending on how the rest of the day goes, I might bet just Tennessee money line for the fuck of it. But if I'm looking at it impartially, I don't really know what to do.
Right. And that's kind of the way that I'm sort of looking at this, because just the story of the Tennessee Volunteers this year has been like, all right, this team is underperforming, and they also just don't have the talent. But also, Rick Barnes is still a good head coach.
Yeah.
You've been to four straight
Sweet
16s.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, a lot of teams would like fire their guy just to have that,
Yeah. I mean, he is, say what you will about his March, like not being able to get to the Final Four. I mean, 4 straight Sweet 16s is pretty damn good, especially like Tennessee before this. I mean, was not exactly a basketball powerhouse. So yeah, you can make the jokes how he always kind of chokes when the lights get the brightest, but I mean, 4 straight Sweet 16s, pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's a good ass season.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, Jacoby Gillespie is playing out of his mind right now. If Ament can just be serviceable, then we got a chance. But Ament's been pretty trash in the first 2 rounds, so we'll see.
It's a new weekend. It's a new court. Hey, anything could happen. It's March, baby.
It's March, baby. Kaboom.
It doesn't matter, baby. Kaboom. Well, that's all the games. Uh, I'll probably think about that Tennessee game for a little bit before I throw anything on it. Shit. Well, I mean, that's really the only thing I've really been paying attention to. Except, I mean, the Predators are now in a playoff spot. That's pretty cool, you know, which is kind of weird considering we sold at the deadline. But hey,
Yeah.
doesn't matter, baby. Kaboom.
Try to cut the dead weight.
Yeah. Michael McCarron and
Any
that other
American
guy.
players, get the hell out of here.
Yes, all the American players get out of here. Um, Canadian elitist Barry
Well,
Trotz.
like a week ago, they needed the Kings, the Kraken, the Sharks, and like the Mammoth to like all collectively get no more than like 5 points. And then to win like their next 4 games to even have a shot at the 8 seed. And all of that happened on like after that night's win. Like everything is just kind of fallen in line for them. And then this is the first time they're playing San Jose. So they play them 2 more times after this.
San
And then they
Jose
play the Kings.
stinks.
They play the Kings and the Mammoth and the Kraken all like with like their last like 8 games or something. 8 of their last 13. You
Is
just got to
San,
keep winning these games.
yeah.
I mean,
Is San Jose still like ass essentially? Like I know we got a bunch of good young guys, but overall are they still just booty?
So they came out of the gate pretty hot,
Mhm.
and everybody was like, they were leading their division at one point this season, um, but then they cooled off because they have teenagers on their team. you
Yeah,
know, they're great, but
yeah.
they don't have much depth, which is fine. If they would have made the playoffs this year, like it would have been unexpected going into the season.
I was just
they
very
still can. They still can make the playoffs.
They still can.
I was
Um,
very surprised to see the Preds money line was like minus like 135 or something. Because I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, I know the Preds are on a heater and the Sharks are, to my best of my knowledge, dog water. So that's why. And I saw the trend center thing. So I was like, yeah, I'm loading up on the Preds responsibly, of course.
responsibly.
They're not dog water, the Sharks. They're like lukewarm water.
Yeah, it's weird with the West because like there's really only a couple teams in the West that are like kind of like leading the league, and then like the rest of the pack is just very much middle of the road. Like Nashville, we're in a playoff spot, but we're like 20th in the league, which is like pretty low. Um, and we're only 2 points behind Edmonton. So
Yeah.
we're like kind of close to a team with Connor McDavid on it.
They stink.
They just lost Draisaitl too.
Thanks to us.
Yeah.
Not good
Yeah.
for my future, but I'll just place it again next year.
You
Don't
just
worry.
roll it over every.
Well, I had $5 more every year
Yeah. Okay.
because like
Um,
It's
it'll
got
make
it.
up
They got to.
whenever they do it.
Yeah.
It'll make up for all the losses.
yeah.
um, but yeah, that's hockey talk. And then
Well, within these next couple of weeks, probably next week, you need to have a Frozen Four pick.
Yes, that was literally the next thing I was going to
Okay,
to bring
cool.
up. The Frozen Four or the tournament starts April 9th, and I've learned from whenever I make a future, it never happens unless it's once the Frozen Four begins. Because last year I made it like the round before the Frozen Four, and it didn't happen. So, uh, and same thing with the Super Bowl last year. I put that I'm not yeah. So I'm uh I'm beginning the research. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
All
I
right.
was Quinnipiac looking.
They are playing some tournament to get into some like divisional tournament to get into the NCAA tournament. So they're playing Merrimack, which Merrimack won their division, which is crazy. Um you guys know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I know they have a
Um
basketball team. I don't know.
right. So like the big thing with college hockey now is, well, one, NIL, which, has its own effect against every single collegiate sport. But also with college hockey, now they're allowing the players that played in like the Canadian junior leagues
Hmm.
to come over to play college hockey, which before this year was not was not a thing. It was either you play college hockey or you play in the juniors. That's it. You can't switch. And now that the junior players can come and play college hockey, like now it's like NIL in college hockey is massive. Um and so it's like every team has good players now. And so like it's incredibly difficult to like pick a winner on a kind of like a daily basis. Like I think only DraftKings is the only book I found that you can bet on college hockey. Um, and I mean, the last time I checked that was last year, so that might have changed. But um, so like that's kind of the big thing. Western Michigan won last year because their offense was just like on fire. Um, would love to see Michigan go the distance. Don't place a bet yet, but part don't do it, Chris.
I was just gonna see if there were any
Okay,
like numbers up about him yet because I
because
haven't looked yet.
from my very little research that I did today, um, they won the Big Ten in men's, and so they're guaranteed a bid into the tournament. So they're going on to the tournament, so they don't have to play in between now and like a week or two. But like they're great, and their goalie is great. Do you guys know who their goalie is?
No.
He's a Predators prospect, Jack Ivankovic.
Oh, okay.
And I think he's American, which is kind of weird with that last name, but I could be very
That
wrong. I know he's not
doesn't
Russian.
sound very American.
I know he's not Russian or any of those Eastern European countries. He's either Canadian or no, I think he's Canadian. He was on the Canadian World Junior team. Now that I think about it, but yeah, so he's a Predators prospect. We drafted him in the fourth round this past draft, and he's lights out. He's one of the best goaltenders in college hockey. So would love to see Michigan complete do the dance because like they're not going to be rated as like the favorite. That's probably going to be either Western Michigan or Michigan State because those
Well,
two teams aren't. What? Go ahead, Chris.
well, I'm just looking at the odds right now. Michigan State and Michigan are both the favorites at plus 320.
Okay.
Western Michigan plus 800.
Western Michigan won their division, so they're guaranteed a bid in the tournament. They won last year. Did not see that coming. That's on me. Uh, so, but I will. Yes, I thank you for bringing that up, Sean. I need to
Yeah.
get on that.
Jack, I think How do you say his last name?
Ivankovic.
Ivankovic. He's from Ontario.
Yes. So,
Not American.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on the Canadian World Junior team, which they lost. But that's a different thing. They lost for a different reason, not because of him.
Do we have any more guys? I feel like we got more guys on Michigan.
On
wrong,
Michigan, maybe one other. I know we have Aiden Fink on Penn State. And I don't know if they're in the dance quite yet. I'm gonna have to check on that. But he's great. I believe that was Poyle's last draft pick was Aiden Fink in the 7th round, the year he retired.
Okay.
I'm about 60% certain about that. But he's great. He's on a line with Gavin McKenna, so they light up the score sheet every night. It's pretty cool. I actually follow this this account on Twitter. It's called Preds Prospect. It's a great follow. You guys should
I follow that.
Yeah. It's they just play highlights of like, the Predators prospects. It's cool to keep up with them too. Because that's like this guy's only thing is that he only tweets about the Predators prospect. I will say on Michigan State we have a prospect, Riker Lee, who we drafted him in the 1st round this past year. And this guy is an absolute stud.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a small little Asian guy, actually.
Hell yeah.
But,
Let's go.
Or perhaps he's a native from Canada. I might be. Actually, I think he's American. I don't know. I'd have to check on that.
What's his name?
Riker Lee.
Just Google it.
Michigan State. He might be American.
He's an American college hockey player.
There it is.
He does look like he's
from Illinois.
Hey, they got Asian people everywhere.
He does look like he's got a little something.
He's got something. Yeah.
He's got a dash of something mixed in.
Yeah. So.
Oh, people often ask, what is Riker Lee's ethnicity? His father immigrated to the U.S. from Taiwan.
There we go.
Dude, let's go. That's sick.
Google AI is awesome. It's like, do you want to know this guy's race? And it's like, yes, that's actually the reason I Googled
it. Google, show me this guy's balls, please. But yeah, I'll have to take a look at the college hockey thing again. Get a proper pulse on what's going on. But
cool.
But yes,
just wanted to remind you.
Thank you.
I'm itching for it.
It snuck up on me last year.
Yeah,
and that was and I lost, so that's my bad.
It's all good. Just make up for it again. Let's do it again.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No.
Or 3 out of 4? I don't
know. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody said anything in the gambling group chat, which I appreciated. But anyway, let's move on. So you guys have a story to talk about or something.
Probably the story of the year, if we're being quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we talked about it a little bit. We've been talking for probably 45 minutes to 50 minutes. We mentioned it had something to do with a cornhole player, a professional cornhole player. Now, sitting on that, do you remember anything from today? Have you seen this at all?
Does it have to do with a guy with no legs?
Uh-huh.
That's all I got.
All right.
I didn't read into it.
Okay.
Read the headline.
Okay. Headline. Professional cornhole player with no arms or legs charged with murdering man and dumping body from car.
A man lost his life.
Now, hold on. Well, I get so many ESPN news notifications just pushed just push notifications to my phone that I'm like, I don't care. This is one where I was like, excuse me, that I actually clicked on because I was like, if he ain't got no arms or legs, how did he shoot somebody? That's my
How'd he
first
kill him?
thought.
I looked into this a little bit on Twitter this morning. Apparently, he's like a gun enthusiast.
Yes,
Like, he
I've
has
seen.
videos on Twitter of him like shooting in his backyard, and
Yes,
I've watched the videos no less than a dozen times. I still don't really know how he's doing it.
it's a complete mystery. Um, but yes, his name is Dayton James Weber of La Plata, Maryland. Typical Maryland. Um,
Have okay,
yeah.
go ahead. I was gonna have
No, no,
you
no.
like
Go ahead.
have you read like the story of like how it all went down?
Yeah, I mean,
That's the more like
this
crazy part. Like, I mean, the
this thing
headline
is
is
just so bizarre. Like,
so he was driving
yes,
driving
yes.
the
This is
car
what.
with I know it was a Tesla, so he probably had some like drive yourself mode, but he was still operating. He was the operator of a motor vehicle with no arms, no legs, and he was still able to pull out a pistol and with no arms shoot the guy next to him. And then there was two people in the back seat,
Mhm.
and he pulled the car over. It was like, "Help me dump this body." They were like, "No."
And
So
then he tried to run away.
yeah, I thought this was fake for the longest time. Like, I saw it on Twitter. I saw like three or four headlines. Like, there's no way this is real. And then I saw it from like an actual, I forget who it was exactly, but some like an actual news publication. I was like, oh fuck. This isn't like an Onion article.
Damn.
No.
I mean, that's
How does he
Yeah,
even play cornhole?
the
I mean, I've
videos of him
seen.
playing cornhole are pretty impressive.
Yeah, he sinks them. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, just reading into this a little more, he's been a quadriplegic since he was only 10 months old. So I guess he's just used to it. But he was only given a 3% chance he would live after that.
It's making the most of his
Yeah,
opportunity.
it's just now you're just gonna rot in a prison cell. You couldn't be happy being a professional cornhole player.
Damn.
You just go and kill a guy in cold blood.
Jesus.
I know someone died,
Yes, I know. It's terrible.
but part of me wants to be like, okay, we, eventually we're all going to go to the other side at some point. We don't know what's going on over there, but let's just say we get there and someone asks us, "Hey, how'd you get here?" That guy has to say, "I was shot by a guy with no arms
Or legs.
or legs." And people might be ribbing him, giving him shit, and he's got to be like, "Hold on, no, 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 no. This guy was a phenomenal cornhole player too."
Pinpoint accuracy.
It's just
Damn.
bananas.
Yeah, and then he was arrested at the hospital that he was seeking treatment at for like a medical issue. Like he went to the hospital after killing a guy.
What the fuck? Damn.
Yeah, and then the apparently the sheriff was just like he's got great capabilities and abilities. So apparently he can just do it all, but I mean to pull out like a 9 mil and just like shoot the guy next to you while driving a car with no arms and or legs sounds ridiculous, and you do have to laugh at it a little bit. I know someone died.
Let's
It's
call a
very
spade a
sad.
spade. That's a pretty impressive feat.
I mean,
He has the capabilities and abilities.
I mean, yeah, that was headline of the year so far.
There, like I said, there are very few like ESPN push notifications that I get that I'm like, what's this about? Most of them are just like, or 99% of them are go away.
Yeah.
Cool, whatever. This one, I was like, am I reading this right? It's like quadruped means he doesn't have arms or legs, right? Like that's how ESPN notified it. It was just like quadriplegic, and I was just like, he doesn't have arms or legs. He doesn't have either. How did he shoot somebody? It's crazy.
Damn.
Insane story.
Some people. I wonder what he said to make him so mad to shoot him.
Yeah, I gotta know how that
You can't
conversation went
drive.
down.
I mean,
You can't shoot me.
hey, Stubby.
All right.
Oh shit! I went to his YouTube page. He's not only a gun enthusiast, but he streams Fortnite like
How does he even
hands
play?
free. I don't know. How does he play?
What a waste of an opportunity.
He's got to at least have like a finger or two at the end of them stumps.
I mean, yeah, pull a trigger. You got to have something. I
You need
guess.
some serious dexterity if you're playing Fortnite, especially on builds. Like you got to build a ton of shit. That's like,
He is playing builds.
Dude, he's an enigma. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. This guy's,
Well, I've like skipped through this first video to like 30 minutes, and he's been on the loading screen 4 separate times. So he's not very good. He's died 4 times in 30 minutes.
Okay, that's
so I mean,
it's a bit more on par.
I didn't expect him to be great, but all right.
All right.
Opening day is on Thursday.
Yeah, is it going to be streamed on Netflix? Did I see that?
I think one game is Yankees Giants, I think. Yeah.
Everything's on.
Tyler O'Neill.
Good to see Vitalo.
Yeah, that's true. I'm interested to see how they do. That is interesting because I remember when like the news like broke and everything that he took the job, and then I can't remember if we talked on here about it or not, but I think I talked to my dad about it. I was like, I feel like even though it has not been done ever, the jump as a manager from college baseball to MLB, I feel like of the 4 major sports would be the easiest to adjust because you don't really do that much like in-game coaching. Like, yes, you make like bullpen subs and everything like that, but like it's not like football where you're like hands-on on like one side of the football and like intensive like game plan to strategy. Like, I'm not saying there's no game plan or strategy, but there's no like very rare or not very rare, but like very minimal in-game adjustments that you make as opposed to the other sports where, I mean, college basketball to the NBA is like a completely different sport. You could probably say the same thing about college hockey in the NHL and football, college football, the NFL. You haven't really seen too many guys have success. So I was like, I wonder if this is the easiest. I feel like it would be the easiest to like make the transition, but I mean, I could be proven dead wrong because that's never happened before. He could be done before the end of the year. Who knows? But it's just my thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know ball that well in terms of baseball. So I wouldn't know how to comment on that. I mean it's the difference between like college and the pros is like everything is faster. Like in everything, like in football the dudes are faster and they're smarter, and And then in college hockey, like you have to skate faster, you have to shoot harder, you have to have eyes in the back of your head. Like, and so it's, but also in pro baseball, it's like, yeah, I mean, like they're gonna throw harder. Like you're gonna hit, you're gonna encounter faster fastballs. But in terms of like game management, I don't know. I
I
think you
feel
might be
like,
right. I think you might be onto something there.
and then I remember I talked to my dad about this, and he's like, "Well, then why hasn't anybody done it?" I was like, "I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not even saying he's going to be successful. I'm just saying I feel like, in terms of a game management standpoint, it would be the easiest. I mean, I obviously have no idea. I'm just that's just my not very well educated opinion.
Could be. Um, shit. Well,
We'll
I
see.
guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Um, and if we don't have anything else, I think we should end it. Or
um,
Chris?
Tyler O'Neill, home run opening day. He's homered on 5 straight opening days.
All right.
Plays for the Orioles, I believe now. I think he's plus like 320 last time I saw. It's been making the rounds on Twitter last week, and granted, it's been doing it the last 2 years on around opening day. But I mean, he's done 5 years in a row. Maybe worth half a unit.
Okay. And then I also actually saw that reminds me, I saw a stat um about Cole Caulfield on the Montreal Canadiens. Apparently, he has scored in 19 straight games on a Saturday.
Oh,
And the
that's not good.
Canadians, yes, the Canadians play the Predators on Saturday.
Of course.
So I'm going to bet Cole Caulfield goal.
If I must.
Well, you don't have to.
I don't
I'm
have
not
to.
gonna force you.
I do have a bit of breaking news. I don't know if you guys seen this, but uh, Rams wide receiver Puka Nakua is being accused of making an anti-Semitic comment and biting a girl in Los Angeles. The alleged victim claims that Puka said "F the Jays" during a dinner and later bit her shoulder, breaking the skin. And there is a picture that she filed with the police. And this dude, I'll send it to y'all, but this dude laid his chompers into her.
Does anyone feel like last year Puka Nakua was not an off field issue at all, and then this year has just been like,
Yeah.
what
He's
is
had
this
some,
guy's a PR nightmare?
yeah. And granted, up until this point, it hasn't really been anything bad. It's just been like he's just a kid who has a shit ton of money and is living in Los Angeles. But now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, you're biting women and being anti-Semitic. That's not good.
You're an
I sent
adult.
it in the I sent the photo in the Discord if you want to take a look.
His whole
This dude,
family
yeah.
is a little off the rails. His brothers, one played in the UFL 2 years ago, last year, 2 years ago, and it started like multiple fights. So I think his family is a little
Yeah,
out there.
he's
Ah,
having like a generational offseason and not in a good way.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Yeah, he put his fucking teeth in her.
Damn.
Like
Wonder
you can see every individual tooth. Like in the...
damn.
What the fuck? Why would you?
She must have been mouthing off. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Uh
obviously.
Hey, I'm joking.
um,
Yeah.
Going back to obscure gambling, streaks, stats, what have you. Red Wings Rangers, the Jimmy Howard legacy unders. Red Wings Rangers play Saturday, April 4th. So mental bookmark of that. Bet the under that day. It's an early one, 11:30.
It's the day after your wedding.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to get it in probably on Friday because I'm probably not gonna be might be moving a little slow that morning.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, time to end it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Any interaction with this really helps us out, really helps our reach. Check out the Trend Center app, link in the description. Use code TFTM at checkout for 15% off a premium membership. It's the greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. I was using it for the March Madness, and I'm going to use it again for March Madness. Yes, bro.
Just cashed a Trend Center bet today. Hornets Kings under 230.5, and it finished at 124. So shout out Trend Center.
Shout out Trend Center. There it is. And then follow us on X for the updated picks. I think that's it. See y'all next week. There's three of us. Now let's make some money.
Goodbye.